all you Zealot and Zerglings, welcome to the Sands of Strife, where we have a 3 versus 3 for you, and I have spawned up here in the 12 o'clock position as the Orange Zerg. Over here in the northwest corner we have Contrarian as the Yellow Protoss, and over here at sort of the 2 o'clock position we have Spartan as the Purple Terran. And down in the south here in the southeast corner we have Anubis as the Blue Zerg. Down in the 6 o'clock position we have Rage Rabbit as the Red Terran. And over here on the west side we have Hamster as the Teal Protoss. I bet he's not as harmless and cuddly as a hamster though, so better watch out for what this guy's up to. This was a completely new map. Well, actually, was this a completely new map? Maybe we had played on this before now, but I kind of like this map, which is unusual for 3v3s if you know me. It's got this nice base tucked back in here. We got these 2 naturals right here, so that's already 3 bases, but then we got this one over here, and I believe we got this one here, and I gotta watch out with these rocks because they can bust up and get right in here, but still, that is 5 in-base naturals. That's 5, yeah, pretty much 5 in-base naturals, because you basically just have to defend this ramp, so it's often wise to, you know, rally all your forces here, because attack is going to come. It's most likely going to come from here. Now, someone might try to, you know, sneak through these rocks really quickly for a sneak attack, but first of all, you should be able to get, like, I mean, I could just park an Overlord right here, keep an eye on those rocks, and you should be able to get a pylon or supply depot there pretty early to fend off any attack, because too soon and they're not going to have anything to bust down those rocks. And even if they do bust those down soon, if you haven't expanded here, I mean, they got to come all the way here. I mean, they can run up to this ramp. And actually, no, this is even another base. This is another goal. Make that 6 in-base naturals. So I mean, they got a long ways to run. Just to get to this ramp in order to get to Contrarian, if they wanted to go that route. So a lot of in-base expansions, not too difficult to defend early on, in my opinion. I mean, the rocks are going to take time to bust down, and they're far away from anything that area they can do a lot of damage, and you should have plenty of time to get some eyes on it. But, you know, once you get off this ramp, you got some vision blocking grass right there, which could be definitely more beneficial for defending. You put some tanks up there, we may never see it coming. Of course, it's up a ramp too, so. And the middle of the map is kind of small, just this little stretch right in here. So this is definitely an interesting map, definitely macro map, considering how quickly you can get to your opponent's bases. I mean, I'm flying up these rocks right here. I mean, this is my base, or this is Spartan's base right here. A little skip right here, and you're to one of these naturals. So air could be a problem to defend against, just kind of the way this map winds around and spreads out. But early on, not a bad idea to defend in macro. And Rage Rabbit going to be taking our watchtower right there. Can we see this? Yeah, this Marine's got perfect vision of this. But for now, he's going to sit there and have vision until this Marine's like, oh, looks like, oh, Contrarian, I thought maybe he's going to go and take care of that SCV. But no, he's just going to sit there on that watchtower for the time being. Looks like I've got Zergling speed on the way. I'm assuming I've got Zerglings coming here sometime soon. Or am I just droning it up? Maybe I'm just droning it up. Oh, there we go. I got a couple of Zerglings. Looks like I have not quite rallied them down there. But, oh, looks like I did manage to spot that SCV on the watchtower. Or I decided I wanted to take the watchtower. And this Ling might be going to take their other watchtower, which he's not taking. Yep, he's not taking. They're not taking their own watchtower. They're taking ours in full vision of our units. And yet it took me to. This Marine could have, you know, taken care of that any time. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Looks like we got some expansions going down for me and Contrarian right now. Spartan has not yet expanded, nor have any of our opponents to the south, but what are they up to? Looks like we have a factory under the way for... Oh, that's Spartan's factory. Just looking at our opponents, looks like we're getting some lair tech up. Not too early, but he's going to do some one-base lair. Got gas going, so he's definitely going to need that. Getting some gas building up. Maybe he's going for some mutaplay. That could time out pretty well. It may need to... Well, you won't need to spawn overlords yet. You still have to make that spire. We're going to have to see what he is going to go tech-wise. And it looks like we're just getting Marines here from Rage Rabbit. He's got the tech lab. No upgrades for it just yet. And he's already got his Stargate out. I'm not sure why. He's not produced any... Okay, he's got a couple Marauders out. But he's not produced any tanks or medevacs, so I'm not really sure why he teched up so quickly and currently not doing anything. But his ally is, yep, he is going one base muta, and he needs to get some overlords out. Please, he's gonna make one overlord. I think he should get another one out because when this spire pops, he wants to have plenty of headroom in his supply to make mutas because he's gonna be able to make I don't know, 10 to 12 mutas by the time this is done. Maybe even more. Let's say about 12 mutas to keep on the eye on that Spire. And oh, we got Stargate here from Hamster because he probably realized this keyboard has a V key. And I know I say that all the time. Well, if you want me to stop, then stop making mass void rays every single game. Do you feel me? Am I clear here? Stim Pack is coming down here for Rage Rabbit. Meanwhile, we got Combat Shields coming down here for Spartan. I don't think I see any. Oh, we do have the 1-1 upgrades coming for my Zerglings, and I'm getting my Lair Tech out as well. Is it a counter Muta play, or am I going to be working on something different? And that Spire is almost done. How is he doing? It looks like he will be able to get about 12 Mutas. He did get some Overlords out, so he's going to be ready to just pop out 12 Mutas just as soon as this thing pops. Whoa, where did all that gas come from? Well, there's 11 mutas right there. He can even afford another one. Did someone feed him gas? There's no way he could have gotten that gas if someone wasn't feeding him. But 11 mutalisks are on the way. Are we going to be prepared for this? Spartan's air defenses have been established. This should be good. Although 11 mutas, that's a lot. They can do a lot of damage, but they'll take a lot of damage too. Over on this flank, Contrarian not really got much going on at his expansion or his main. He's got some stalkers back here as if he's even actually anticipating an attack, but not really anything could slide back there without him noticing. But it looks like the mutas are popping out, and they're going to be hitting right towards Spartan's defenses, right into the heart of our anti-air defenses. And if they're going to try to take that on, they're going to split their forces, and oh, they're going to cluster up. Good thing missile turrets do not have splash, and he's going to just try to fly around. This missile turret is going to take a couple of pot shots, but they are going to make it through. That muta survives, and he's going to swing around, and yeah, you've got to have some defenses ready, because they can... He decided to eat the damage. He's going to lose that add-on, which means tank production is going to stop, so he's going to try to get another missile turret down, but getting missile turrets down in front of a cluster of mutas, not really a good idea. And, oh, going to snipe a tank. Ouch, that has got to hurt. And we need to pull back. Where are the Marines? He's going to go for the supply depots now. He's got a little headroom, so this is not going to supply block him, but we've got to deal with these mutas. Looks like Contrarian's going to bring his stalkers down. And are we going to be able to drive these mutalisks out? It's not a lot of stalkers, but it might be just enough. And oh, are they going to... Oh, no, they did not manage to... Nope, they are going to... Well, they sniped the SCV, but the missile turret is going to stand, and they're going to swing around here. An observer coming out, but we don't really need that right now. And oh, he's going to hit me, and that is, I think, going to supply block me. So that's going to hurt a little bit. I need to get some more overlords. I got a couple on the way. I do have spores here. Spores very good against mutas because they get 30 damage per shot, and he is going to try to take that on. The queen's getting in there as well. I don't know if this is a good idea. The spore is going to survive. He's going to lose several mutas. Only retaining 5 from the original. That was 11, wasn't it? So losing more than half of it. But he is going to find my expansion that has not yet been able to get any defenses up. Gonna get the queen. Queen doesn't really have anywhere she can go right now, and gonna snipe off the rest of those drones. One might escape, but I don't think he's chasing it down, and nope, not gonna make it out of there. And gonna try to focus down the hatchery. Meanwhile, we got some void rays out here for Hamster, and oh, my overlord's like, this was not really the greatest of timing. And not using that prismatic align. If you're gonna take on the stalkers, you've got to use that ability. It is so good against stalkers. But now he's just gonna eat it. Meanwhile, my hatchery is still getting chipped away at. 5 mutas, not gonna do the greatest amount of damage on that. They do have +1 attack, but still, it takes a while with these few mutas. And here come the Marines. The mutas are focus firing, so they're not gonna. Well, they're gonna get away. And with that rapid regeneration they've got going, tissue regeneration, they're gonna be fine for now. They're gonna regenerate that health and see what more damage they can do. They're gonna see this expansion has not been taken. I'm going to have macro hatch going up here, but we got to keep an eye on these mutas. They seem to be the biggest problem right now. They're going to find some of my Zerglings and some of my Overlords and a bunch of siege tanks, but they're going to get in range of that bunker. And yeah, they got to be careful. Did they lose another one? Did they? No, they didn't lose another one, but they're taking some hits. And OE is going to reinforce those right now. Meanwhile, we got a mothership on the way for Hamster, who's going to be shielding that Void Ray army. But right now we gotta watch on these mutas. They're just being such a pain. They're gonna try to supply block me again. I'm a little bit more headroom this time, but we've got to deal with these. And it looks like Contrarian's gonna bust down these rocks. I think the implication was we were dealing with air, and he wanted to be able to deal with air. And if they are using those the high ground to their advantage, then we're gonna be able to run them all over the place, try to run those down. They are gonna be able to focus down these photon cannons, so Contrarian's defenses weren't as helpful as they could have been. And he's going to try to focus down that Nexus, warping up stalkers. The mutas are going to try to get away, but there's not really a lot of places for them to run. Does he have Blink yet? Unfortunately, he does not. It is on the way, but it could have been helpful there to get the rest of those Stalkers in that battle. And that Photon Cannon is going to try to finish them off, and this is exactly why. I mean, they're just abusing this high ground. He has to run around for it. And, ooh, I don't know if that was a good place to put down that Photon Cannon. It's going to get instantly focused down. The Stalkers are trying to get in there. Blink is not quite done. Just a few more seconds, but the Mutos are going to have to get out of there. And sniping another Overlord. Oh, and another Overlord is going to go... No? No, apparently they missed it. They're going to go run and hide under the skirts of the Mothership, because they haven't been enough of a pain for us. So we have Mothership Void Ray coming in, and this... Oh, do we have enough anti? There's a lot of Stalkers here, but we're going to have to focus down that Mothership, because we can't see anything under it right now until we get some... Well, there's some observers over there. And what do we got going on right here? Oh, we've got a Marine Marauder drop. My Lings are going in there to deal with it. But at the same time, it's pulling Contrarian Stalkers away, leaving his expansion extremely vulnerable. And down it goes. More Stargates are being added, which means the air harass is just going to keep getting worse and worse. He does have +3 upgrades on the way and Zealot Charge. Zealot Charge not that helpful against an Air Force right now. But he's doing the best he can. He does have observers. He's going to blink under that Mothership, take it down. Although, frankly, I don't know. Do you really need to take down the Mothership if you've got observers in the area that are not getting sniped? I don't think I see any detection for them. He's going to try to focus down. Got some Infestors on the way. He's going to pull those Mutalisks back. Good timing there. A couple of Mutalisks are caught up, and I managed to get the Void Rays. The Marines are going to get here and help finish off some of those Void Rays. One's going to get away, but a couple of Fungals there are going to help slow this force down. And the Mules are going to get sniped a little bit by those Photon Cannons. I don't know about the placement, because there's not that much dead space back there. Do we need to put so much effort into defending behind? I'm not sure right now. Looks like I managed to keep this expansion up, trying to resaturate it. What have I got going on for tech? Well, obviously we saw the Infestor tech. I don't know where the Infestation Pit is at the moment. Oh, well, we still have some more. Let's back up there for half a second, because it looks like we still have the Mulisks causing considerable problems. They're going to find all my Infestors, but they also have a lot of energy. We need to get some Fungals out. Get some Fungals out. Oh, I don't know how I did not get any Fungals out on that. It was just ripe for the picking, because there's no way they could have run out of there if I just led the target. And they're going to try to grab some Zerglings. Missed the Fungal right there, unfortunately. And they're going to run into my Spores again, and they're going to get another Mutalisk down. And they gotta be careful. He's gonna try to take... No, he's not gonna take that expansion. He's gonna come over here again. I've not yet put up any defenses despite the continued harassment of these Mutalisks. Oh yeah, now I'm gonna try to put some Spores down. Brilliant timing there. That's gonna do a lot. And it looks like some Marine Marauder from Rage Rat are gonna push forward, but all these tanks are gonna say, no, sorry, we got enough to deal with. We don't need to worry about you as well. And oh, the Infestors are going to miss again. Actually, I know why I missed that Fungal, because I was watching the Mules and I saw Contrarian Stalkers come into screen. I thought those are my Infestors coming in screen, so I hit the Fungal growth thinking that the leading units were gonna fire it off, but it turned out those weren't my units. So that's kind of why I missed that Fungal, but it's not easy. It was hard enough hitting Fungals before they nerfed it. So we still got these Marine Marauder drops from Rage Rabbit, and he's going to go for my Infestation Pit. Oh, it was so young, but it made me so many Infestors. And I'm not going to actually pull all the units out. Come on, Zerglings. Finish the... I don't know what... Oh, I probably said attack over here and get those backlings forward, but we're going to manage to... He's going to try to save it, but oh, that Medevac's the one that goes down, and looks like we are going to be able to clean that out. So that's one issue dealt with. We still have these Mutalisks. No further upgrades on them. I don't know why. He's got a ton of money. Why is he not producing anything? Does he have larvae? He has 2 larvae? Why does he only have 2 larvae? He needs to get some more hatches up. He has only got 2 hatches. He does not have the larvae to support the economy he's got right now. And his Overlord continues to survive. They just did not even notice it here. And we do have... Oh, it looks like another Mothership is on the way. We do have the Fleet Beacon, I'm assuming for the air upgrades, because I don't see any carriers coming out yet. But the Void Rays, no upgrades on the Void Rays either. So what does he have? Oh, the Fleet Beacon's for the Mothership. Obviously, my apologies. I don't see that many Motherships. I forgot the tech path. But things have calmed down for a little bit. It looks like, oh, he did manage to take that. Did I see him take that out? I don't remember. Maybe the Marine Marauder did. And these Spores are in a little bit of danger right now. I gotta get this hatch up before they start dying. It's like I don't really want to unroot them because I'd like to just get some creep under them right now. If I had an Overlord in the area, I could drop some creep on them. But things are not going well right now. But it looks like I've decided, well, let's try to do a bit of a counterattack here. What do they got at the front? I mean, we noticed their ground forces are not that threatening, and Muta Void Ray is not really going to take out a Ling force all that quickly. And even if they can, I can outrun them. And it looks like we're finally getting another hatchery up for Anubis, but he needs a macro hatch desperately. He's going to send out another huge force of Mutalisks. That's 18 Mutalisks coming in for the attack. But oh, watch out for the Thors. Managed to get one Mutalisk, but they're not clustered up enough to do any more damage. But these Thors are going to be very helpful. +2 on them is just, oh man. And it was 3-3 on the way yet? 3-3 is not on the way yet. He's getting +1 infantry armor. And it looks like, oh, we're going to be, oh, Medevac's healing Mutalisks that already heal ridiculously quick. But it looks like we're getting a Marine Marauder Void Ray Mutalisk force cloaked under the veil of a mothership. Looks like, are they getting ready for a full frontal assault? Not a very wise idea for Mutalisks to get any kind of frontal engagement. Where are they going? Where are they going? We're just gonna fly over the rocks that these units can't walk on, and so that it completely messes up the pathing. And the mules are still trying to poke around. There's some Marines here. I don't think there's enough Marines for this many Mutalisks though, but here comes the force. I don't know what the Marine Marauders are supposed to be helping do here. There are some Stalkers in position. They're gonna try to focus down the mothership. It looks like it's going to pull back. The Mutalisks are going to run in there. The mothership is going to just barely survive. He's going to blink down to get it down, so at least we don't have to worry about the cloak detection issue anymore. But it looks like he's going to lose his gold. Infestors are trying to get in there. Marine Marauders are going to get slaughtered by these tanks. And I managed to get a fungal on all those Void Rays and a few of the Mutalisks. The Muta player, to his credit, was very good at dodging these fungals. Not that it's ridiculously hard with Mutalisks, but I mean, you see right there, I mean, that was just a factor of how fast they move, not so much that he was good at microing there, but, oh, and the Marine Marauder force is just getting decimated. They just do not have a ground army. Contrarian is just, I don't know why he's pinging there aggressively. Maybe because he's like, there's a bunch of units there, they're not helping, and I'm dying right now. There's some Marines there, but there's still a ton of air right here, and we don't have anything for it. Finally getting +2 on those Mutalisks. And Medevacs looks like they're going to come and try to help heal the Mutas, and we just don't have enough here. Here come the Infestors once again. What are they going to be able to do? Oh, I missed another opportunity there, but right there, oh, the Thors just decimated the Mutas. They clustered up there at the absolute worst moment. And Contrarian, he was done. I mean, he was getting beat on so terribly. I don't fault him for dropping out. But Spartan was doing okay. I was having some issues, you know, but I mean, I still have some money that I'm spending right now working on. What am I working on? What am I? Oh, that's Spartan. That's Spartan's working on stuff. I am working on, oh, a ton of money. I need to be making stuff right now. I don't know what, but I need to be making it. Actually, no, this hasn't happened yet. At this point, we're like, all right, we're down a man. We have to go. We got to build up an army and just go for it. Because if we look at the army sizes right now, we've got about 320, not including Contrarian stuff, which that's probably mostly probes against their 260, 330. So it's a pretty even unit wise. And so we're getting ready to go. I'm getting 3-3 and adrenal glands, so I'm going to get those. It looks like I have some corruptors out now because we need something to deal with this air. Some Mutalisks. I don't know why I have the Mutalisks out, but I think I finally decided to switch to corruptors almost immediately. And well, actually, those are the corruptors from Anubis, so he's kind of had the same idea, I guess. We didn't have any air force, so I'm not really sure why he did this. And poking around that gold, nobody's yet taken that expansion. And Greater Spire on the way for Anubis, so I guess he's just going to decide to go from Mutalisk into Broodlord after he got completely decimated by those Thors. And oh, it looks like the Rage Rabbit's going to try to push out. Saw a lot of Zerglings, a lot of scary Zerglings. Grab one of those. They're 2-2, 3-3's not yet done, but again, they don't have any ground army, so a very small ground army of upgraded Zerglings is going to be able to do a lot of damage. And here come the Void Rays, finally making some carriers in there. Got a Mothership Courier to supplement it. Oh, and here come the Thors, but all the Void Rays are clustering up. They're going to put up that prismatic alignment, which is going to do a lot of damage to the Thors, but they're also taking a lot of splash damage. In come the Mutos, which is going to completely decimate this army. And all that's left is Rage Rabbit, which this isn't the greatest. Actually, I have enough Mutalisks for this because the Marauders are up here. The Marines are way over here, so my Mutalisks can take care of all of this. Wipe out the Medivacs. The Thors are going to finish off the Marines, and that was a big blow to their side right now. Reinforcing with some more Lings. 3 Adrenal Glands almost done. 3-3 on the way, and the push is on. A lot of Corruptors here right now. Greater Spire should be up, so I'm assuming he's going to start making some Broodlords here any minute right now. So really, and he's going 4 Void Rays at a time for Hamster, but he lost his whole force, so that is going to hurt a ton. And with Rage Rabbit losing his entire ground force, they have nothing to stop these Zerglings. They have to remake the Void Rays. The Corruptors can't shoot down, and the Marine Marauder is just trickling in at this point. They are in desperation mode. This push could not have happened at the best time. I just think they were not cost-effective in their engagements, and we wiped out a few significant armies despite continued harassment. Meal's trying to take out the Corruptors. Thor's doing a lot of damage. Might even be able to switch over into high-impact payload, which is probably going to be great against what they have right now. I mean, the splash damage is nice, but I think I don't know, maybe more DPS is better, but I don't know. In come the Mutalis. I can't let those Thors just die. And he's making Broodlords right over the top of us right now. 8 Broodlords are on the way. Infestors are trying to get here. I don't even remember if they actually did anything. Widow Mines are trying to get around here. And they're going to be able to burrow, probably get some damage. No, a quick scan is going to keep them from actually firing off. And now the Broodlords are trying to take out my Zerglings, but meanwhile they're getting sniped by what's remaining of the Mutalisks. Even though the Corruptors are still around, the Thors have got to try to take care of those so that I can finish dealing off with these Broodlords right now. I'm going to focus that one down since he's actually shooting at our units right now. And I'm going to have to pull that back and try to pull back to the safety of the Thors. 31 Mutalisks are on the way because I figure what we need reading right now is just a lot of air. I mean, the Corruptors are not fun to go up against if you have Mutalisks, but right now we just need a lot of air to deal with anything throw at us. I mean, they're trying to get some Phoenix out right now. I think it's too late. My Zergling, again, they have no ground army. These Zerglings are just going to go to town, and they're so busy dealing with the Thors and our Air Force. What can they do right now? The answer appears to be nothing. I mean, we got... Oh, actually, I'm getting Neural Parasite. I don't know why I'm getting Neural Parasite. My Infestors are still here, so maybe I thought I could grab a hold of a Broodlord or a Mothership or something. I don't know, but... Here comes another force of Broodlords, but with my reinforcing Mutalisks and not a lot of air to defend it, as long as I stick with the Thors will provide plenty of air cover, especially against Phoenix. And I'm swinging around here. Oh, that Widow Mine did not... I don't know what it detonated on, but I was able to pull back, and it looks like the Broodlords are going to engage, which means my Mutalisks are going to engage the Broodlords. Actually, they're going to probably engage the Void Rays first. And the Phoenix are not going to last long against this. The Broodlords trying to decide if they can slip through here, but the Void Rays are not going to last long with this number of Mutalisks, and now the Broodlords are completely undefended. The Thors are going to try to move in, which I don't even think they need to be, and Anubis is like, somewhere this went horribly wrong, and oh, more Phoenix coming in, but I'm going to let the Thors deal with that, and one Phoenix goes down, another one severely damaged, and just keeping the Mutalisks and Thors together, and I think we've got this cleaned up, and oh no, the Widow Mine's going to detonate. That was a rather delayed detonation. That was ready to fire off, wasn't it? Meanwhile, I'm gonna just send my Zerglings out there. Well, it looks like Hamster's gone. Nope, they realized that they couldn't deal with this army. I mean, again, I don't fault Contrarian for leaving. He was getting beat on so hard, and sometimes when that happens, you think it's worse off than it is, and it felt pretty bad to me too. But Spartan was pretty much untouched. He was able to build up a pretty hefty mech force, or Thor force, basically. And when I had enough money to build up these Mutalisks to cover him, they just didn't have enough to stop it. So, and it happened in a moment we just wiped out their army, which kind of also helps. But I hope you enjoyed this game, and have a day.